is up, guys? Welcome back. We're filming the part 2 of the airboat build. Matt went ahead and did a lot of the camo painting. I wasn't here. Our buddy Jacob, aka Paul, came and helped a little bit too. Matt will explain a little bit what he has done painting the boat camo.
Yeah, so we ordered a red lake stencil. It was a wraith pattern. We went over, the first layer was the matte river rock and the satin nutmeg. So that was our first coat. Went over the whole boat with that. That gives you that hex pattern with the black undercoat coming through a little bit. And then the top layer, but we went over it with the dark walnut. The Kona gloss, I guess. But these two, the Kona gives you a little bit of red, and this gives you that darker color, and then that really made the pattern like come together. On top of that, to like touch up spots, this is a separate stencil that I ordered. And we did that stencil with this just in a couple like random spots. This is satin khaki. Blended with the grass a little bit more, I guess.
I haven't seen a lot of duck boats actually painted this camo, and when Matt kind of proposed it to me, I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. I kind of had a different idea, but now that I see it, it's come out pretty good. I was especially curious when Matt told me the base coat we were starting with was black, as you guys probably were watching the first video on how that was going to come out, but it actually turned out pretty good. We ended up actually pulling the boat into the barn after the majority of it was painted. Just to try to get the motor kind of set up, which Matt's kind of had some difficulties with, about it not running, so he's been working on the motor a little bit, just wiring everything back up, because it's a wiring mess.
Wiring up the motor a little bit. Still have to work on the heads, but everything else has to be. Yeah, so when we bought the boat, the motor was seized up on it. None of the electronics were working really. So I brought it back, I got the motor freed up, we got new pistons in there. Did a little rebuild, not like a crazy motor rebuild. And then last night I did a little bit work putting the electrical stuff together. We got some of the lights wired so far. Definitely more to do. We haven't ran the motor to see if it works at all.
Yeah, I don't think we've really talked about the backup plan if this motor doesn't run, because like Matt said, we really haven't started it to see if it's going to run. I think the backup plan probably would be to get a mud motor, probably like a 22 horsepower mud motor on the back of it, because really the core of the boat is just a normal 16-foot modified V boat built by, I'm not exactly sure what the model of the boat is, but it was built by Rivercraft, the company that built the airboat portion and put it all together for the old fire department that owned this boat previously. This thing's coming out pretty good.
You never get up. This is hi. Hi. That's
Alright, so we got a couple of lights to put in. We got this.
16-inch. It's probably like a 1 foot light bar.
Yeah, so this one's going to go on the front, and then we have 2 pods. Those are going to go on the cage. That's a little later, though. We got to really figure out the motor.
Yeah. Like we were saying earlier, we really hope that Matt's mild rebuild on this motor is going to be able to get it going, because it's an old helicopter motor on it, right?
Yeah, it's a Hearth. I can't really find parts for it. Nobody has them anymore, and they stopped making them.
Yeah, the motor's a nice motor. What horsepower is it?
110, I think.
110 horsepower. When Matt was reading the owner's manual that came from the factory when the fire department bought it, said it goes 40 miles an hour?
Yeah, something like that. But it's a 4-cylinder helicopter motor that's fuel injected. It was pretty much top of the line at the time. I mean, it seems like it'll do good, but it's just a matter of getting it running again.
We really hope that we can keep this motor on here. The whole idea of Matt buying this boat was, believe it or not, Matt actually, this is not his first airboat. He's bought one before. He bought it and just bought it for a really good deal, turned around and sold it. It was a really, really big rescue airboat. This one's a lot smaller, a lot more confined, which is, I honestly think will be better for duck hunting because you can hide it a little better. The other one was pretty big. That was what?
Like 22?
22-foot airboat, 350 on the back, an old 350 that was not running very great. This boat's only 16 feet.
Yeah, it's 16 foot.
It's 16 foot. The seats actually ride nice and low, unlike other airboats. A lot of the other airboats, the seats are riding up way high. That really isn't going to be good for hunting. So, the boat honestly is ideal for what we're going to use it for.